Hello, my name is Emily Henderson, and I will be doing my presentation on the film Scream, released in 1996. Scream is a slasher movie series that is very popular for its characters, connecting storyline, and of course, the Ghostface killer. This movie goes more deeper into just a casual slasher film. Scream shows how someone's love and passion for a horror movie can be taken too far. It can also be revealed how strongly the media can brainwash viewers of a movie. Another big message in this movie is about trust. Sidney Prescott, the main character, had close peers that turned out to be the ones to hurt her, her friends, and family. It really goes to show how little you can trust people. You may know someone, but do you really? Lastly, what I find really important and really cool in the Scream movie is that the characters know they are in a scary movie, and that there are mentions of other horror movies like Friday the 13th, Psycho, and Nightmare on Elm Street. So since these characters know of these movies, they believe they can easily survive being in this one. And I think that's what makes this movie so much different from other slashers. This movie has a lot of great cinematography with the way scenes are shot and how they are used. The first example that I noticed that is common throughout this entire movie is the way scenes are shot showing Ghostface directly behind his victims without their knowledge. This specific shot instills the fear for the audience and the questioning for the victims of not knowing what is going to happen to them. Are they going to notice in time before Ghostface attacks, or will it be too late? I feel like in a lot of other slasher movies, most of the time, there is no time for the killer to sneak up on them. They just appear and attack. But in these specific scenes, Ghostface slowly approaches behind them and showing the unknowing of what's about to happen. The focus on both the character and Ghostface helps highlight that. There is no main focus on a certain thing. It's just in one frame, and I think that really helps bring the plot together of the true horror of the Ghostface killer and what they are capable of, as well as not knowing what they're capable of. The next example of cinematography in Scream are these two specific shots of the house in which the murders took place. The first shot shows the house with a gorgeous sunset in the background, and it's very bright and vibrant, which can represent the calm before the storm. But also the house itself is more dark, and a lot of the focus is on the sunset, and I think that can help foreshadow what's about to happen in that house without our knowledge or the character's knowledge yet. The shot below is Gale in front of the house after the third act takes place, and where the Ghostface killers are revealed. The lighting is a lot different. In this, it's so bright, but there's a small gloom over the house and a slight darkness representing the bad and that there is no calm anymore within their town. The camera is focused mainly on Gale giving her report, but is also slightly focused on the house, which shows what Gale has just experienced in that house. It gives a meaning behind the house, and the way it focuses on both the house and Gale can show the connection between them. The difference in these two shots of the house helps show the overall mood of the film and supports the before and after of what all went down. Lastly, the school scene where the principal falls victim to Ghostface is this shot of Ghostface's reflection in his eye. I think this is a really interesting and different kind of scene in any horror movie, and it's shot very differently than most of the Ghostface ending scenes after another victim's life is taken, or about to be. It shows what the principal is seeing in his last moments before being killed by Ghostface. During this scene, we still have yet to know who is behind the mask at this point, so clearly the audience, as well as the principal, is still only seeing the mask of the killer, adding more to the horror and fear of who is really behind the mask in these killings. Next are my 3 examples of sound and music. For this clip, please listen carefully and closely.
You never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
What did you say?
I want to know who I'm talking to.
That's not what you said.
What do you think I said? What? Hello?
Look, I gotta go.
I thought we were going to go out.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Don't hang up on me.
This is the opening scene with Drew Barrymore as Cassie Becker. Since it's the opening scene, there is not too much going on where fast-paced music is needed to support any chaos happening. At first, there is no music while she is on the phone with someone who is unknown to her, but is Ghostface. But as soon as she is questioned about her name, and Ghostface says he wants to know who he's looking at, the music slowly arises, adding suspense to the unknown of who is on the other line talking to her, and what's about to happen. As she is slowly looking around outside, there are small sounds of music that match the movement of the camera and her actions of locking the door as well. As a viewer too, you're relaxing watching this movie, and as the music slowly spikes up, it can also make you jump as well, feeling the fear the character is feeling. Another significant sound from this scene is the sound of the popcorn she's making. Why I think this is important is because as she's not paying attention to the popcorn is slowly getting bigger and about to pop. And that parallels the leading up to Ghostface getting to her, and that action is about to take place and things are about to quote-unquote explode. For the next example, notice the quick changes in the music.
Billy!
The door's locked. I heard screaming. You alright?
The killer's here. He's in the house. No, he's in the house. He's gone.
He's gone. What? Sid, what? Whoa, wait! Sid,
This scene is about where Sidney Prescott gets chased by one of the killers and soon meets with her boyfriend Billy Loomis entering her window, making sure everything is okay. The music is in and out throughout the entirety of the scene. While she is being chased and dialing 911, the music is at a very high pace, adding suspense and adding to the action of her being chased. But as soon as she comes face to face with Billy, the music stops abruptly and then slowly enters again, making it seem like all is well. Suddenly, a phone drops out of his pocket, making her think that he is one of the killers as well, making the music spike back up again as she runs away from him. The music in the scene supports it strongly and matches perfectly with what's going on in the scene and supports her emotions and the fear that she's feeling in that moment. And for this last example, pay attention to the similarity.
help me! Stu's flipped out! He's gone mad!
We all go a little mad sometimes.
No, Billy!
Anthony Perkins, Psycho. Corn syrup. Same stuff they use for pig's blood in Carrie.
Surprise, Sydney.
Oh, now! Whoa.
What's the matter, Sydney? You look like you've seen a ghost.
This last scene I chose is very important. It's the final big reveal of who's been behind the killings, known as the third act. The music heavily supports the characters, especially the killers. The reaction of Sydney when she sees Billy shoot Randy and then soon enough realizing her own boyfriend is the killer. The music heavily structures the showing of both Stu and Billy's true self and bringing out the killer and evil side of them. The music makes the scene more chilling and shocking as the audience wasn't expecting this either. The music is very subtle leading into the reveal of both Billy and Stu, and each time it's revealed that one of them is both the killer, it is very repetitive and gets loud and abrupt, matching the chaoticness and shock of the entire scene. All of these elements of this movie is the way the Scream franchise began and became so popular back then and today. Thank you for listening.